Libra, what's going on with you? Welcome back to the Enigma 23 channel. I'm your host, Enigma, bringing you your March read for 2020. You know, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that like, dislike, notification bell. You know, hit that share button too. You know, in the description box, I got the email. It's theenigma23 at gmail.com. That's Enigma with two G's. You know, hit me up with your questions. If you just want to build, I'm all the way open for that. This read is for Sun, Moon, Rising. And if you have a bunch of transits with your planets in your seventh house of your astrology natal chart, this will apply too. If you don't know what that is, come drop a line and I'll explain it to you and we'll figure it out for you. That's what I'm here for. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading, Libra. Higher self, true self, over soul. Higher self, true self. True self, higher self, over soul. Bring in knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and clarity for the collective believer. For the collective believer in the month of March in the year 2020. For the collective believer. For March 2020. Bringing in for these collective Librans. For Libra. For the month of March in the year 2020. Great spirit, great mother energy, divine, great spirit, great mother energy, great spirit, divine, bring in solutions, answers, truth, guidance, mentorship. For the collective of Libra, in the year 2020, in the month of March. For March 2020, bringing in for the collective for Libra. Show them. Show them what's going on, what to expect. These answers and solutions for the collective for Libra, in the month of March in the year 2020. Much appreciation, love, and gratitude as always, divine. I say. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and get into your reading, Libra. And let's see what's going on. And we have African American tarot deck. Let's see what's going on with y'all. Yeah, I'll do that backwards. Overall energy. Damn. This is the sick part. You know how it's real. I fucked around and fucked up before I started y'all reading. I was like, man, we're gonna shift that energy. Ain't no shifting that energy, cause hey, we got the Eight of Swords here. You know what I'm saying? So mentally speaking, there's confrontation. You're fighting thought forms. Be in your head about some shit. This card talks about obstacles. Crises going on in your mind. A fight. That type of shit. Let's see what it's about. Let's see how people are viewing you in the month of March, Libra. And we got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. You being generous out there, I see. Tax money treating y'all good. So we got Dunphy right here. Got Dunphy. He's a teacher, profession, Real good person. He's a guardian spirit, This person is, seen as someone who can offer professional help. You know what I'm saying? This person has professional skill at that. This card right here talks about being a teacher, a mentor. You see how he's being generous with his diamonds and things and gems. He's giving it out to you. So people are seeing y'all and they're giving mood. It could be physical things, but this could be, your jewels could be your knowledge, your wisdom that you're spreading to other people. Or, other people are more so seeing you giving it out. Or it could be physical things, that you're giving out to people, with your generous self. And that's right. And that's good. People seeing you up in your uprightness. And that's what's happening. Let's keep on going. You know, because it's an inner battle on the inside. Let's see why. Let's see what you're hiding from other people or what's really being hidden from yourself. Issues you don't want to address. And bam, we got more of that air shit. God damn. Boy, I tell y'all something else. We got the Nine of Swords now. You know what I'm saying? You know, this card speaks of remorse. You know what I'm saying? This is talking about looming danger. This card talks about, you know, a nightmare, terror, you know. All up in your mind, all up in your mind. You regretting the decision that you made in your life. You know what I'm saying? And it's really fucking with you. Your decision making has turned your reality into a nightmare. Or if it hasn't turned your reality into a nightmare, it's just really in your headspace. And definitely we need to get up out of that type of headspace because that's not becoming of you, Libra. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the divine feminine and see what's going on. What she want for y'all for the month of March. What's going on with it? She wants y'all to have plenty. Just like how you be generous to other people, she wants you to have material security. We have Allah here, you know, out of Nigeria. She's a Mother Earth goddess, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? This card talks of opulence. You know what I'm saying? Just magnificent shit. Just, you know, just good shit come to you. Material security. You ain't hurting for nothing. So this is what she wants for y'all. Like I say, it's tax time, so just don't blow it. Just don't blow it. So right here, you know, this could be some people being an heir to something. So you getting this accumulation of material wealth through your family, or you know, this even talks about a hostess. You know, you can come and getting your pennies and your material gain because you are hosting something. You know, possibly, but nonetheless, she wants material wealth for you. You know, the lamp of luxury, ain't it? Let's go to the divine masculine and see what your objective for this month need to be. What goals you need to be focusing on and trying to accomplish. You need to be trying to be the emperor. You know, it's kind of like the card. You know, right above you with Dumpy right there. You know, just being generous and stuff. But you know, the emperor, we're talking about someone that has authority. You know, they have that power. You know, this is someone that has moral and ethical standards. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't out here all loose with it. You know, they having some kind of sense of integrity. You know, we're talking about someone that has self control. You know, because all that takes self control. Someone that's responsible. You know what I'm saying? From their experience. You know what I'm saying? Because they're well experienced. It gives them the authority and to be responsible and the self control and all of this. But, since we're dealing with this major arcana, it could be on the flip side because it ain't just always on the positive. Like, so we're dealing with someone that's like has their own personal initiatives and gains in their mind. Like, fuck everybody else, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But with this energy, it's like you're doing it and you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be selfish. You're sitting up here trying to be a dictator, trying to control people, tell people what to do and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, you have a lack of empathy for people. Like, your feeling is out the door. It's like you straight cutthroat. Like, I don't give a fuck. Queen of Swords type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no empathy. Mentally, you know, you have to go to other people for advice, and the emperor is not like that. The emperor know how to stand on his own, his or her own, you know what I'm saying? Empress, but this is the emperor, so we keeping it right there. It could be male or female, but, you having to get this mental clarity from other people instead of you being the source of that, and And that's not what emperors do, you know. So which one are you on? So your focus need to be on so more um being, pay attention and focus on more of your responsibilities, you know. Have more of a compassion for people. you know, seek out knowledge for yourself instead of always asking other people what's going on. You gotta have the answers to your own solutions. Sometimes other people can't help you. You gotta help yourself. So that's what's going on with that. So just be aware of that. So next we're gonna go to your higher self and see what's going on there. What messages lie here or what's going on, Y'all have the Ace of Swords, just like Pisces, huh? Okay. Ace of Swords. So your higher self is just letting you know, victory, triumph is here. You could have it. You have that exalted strength like Ogun has, because this is Ogun, the blacksmith. You know what I'm saying? He was the black dude in the 13 Ghosts, with all them nails and shit in his head and body and shit. Yeah, that was Ogun. But here, exalted strength. You know what I'm saying? Being able to conquer. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget that you have what it takes. Just stay out your head about it. Self-doubt is a motherfucker. I can tell you that right now. Fight them thought forms. You know what needs to be done. So next, let's go to the Centum Morte, Book of the Dead Oracle, and see what your strength, your weakness, and your guidance is for the month of March. Because y'all definitely need to get up out of this headspace. You're trapping your thoughts. You're fighting all up in your mind. I mean, you can help other people, but what sense does it make when you can't help yourself? You know what I'm saying? Get over the decision you made. You know what I'm saying? Get out of that nightmare that you're living in. Take action, You have the strength to do it. Just do it. So you can get this material wealth that the divine is trying to give you, but you're blocking it because you're stuck in your head about this shit. You know what needs to be done. Talking back and forth, looks like. Look at that. Talking back and forth. You in there. In. Maybe a no. What you need to be, whatever that question, it's a no. So overall energy, we have desire. Desire. Number 5. Representing freedom, change, breaking limits and bonds. But, here we're talking about the desire. You got the flame, the Kundalini rising up in this card. So this desire has been boiling for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But this is will. This desire is will. So this card, the will card right here, is talking about your desires. You know what I'm saying? You going towards your desires. You're not denying or being fearful of what it is that you desire. Go towards it because, you listening to society or other people and they saying like, no, you shouldn't do that. Even though you feel that within, that's what you need to be acting on. Because that action is going to be what helps transcend your situation to get that exalted strength, to get that victory, to win, so you can, which leads you to that, material security. So let's see what your strength is. Your script is Tolok, Aztec, Toltec, rain god, and with this, it speaks about, you knowing um, the amount of energy to put into a situation. How much needs to be put in and how much that's not needed to be put in. You having that balance. And Libra, that's what you're supposed to be in your balance. You're supposed to be over balanced. You know what I'm saying? So get out of your mind. Get out of your head space. Yeah, you're air sign, but don't be stuck in that head space. Because the brain is a labyrinth, and you can get trapped in that maze. So just know you have what it needs to know what needs to be put and how much needs to be applied. So let's go to the weakness and see what's going on there. And we have, Quetzalcoatl here. You see all these books around here. This is the rainbow serpent. The snake, which a dragon is a snake, represents wisdom. You know what I'm saying? 7 representing expanding growth, high learning, that type of shit. So right here it's just saying, hey, obviously you've been working towards something. You being your gracious, generous self. Keep the perseverance going. Don't stop what you're doing as far as the work, trying to get towards this material wealth. Don't do that, because as long as you keep the perseverance going and you do the work of what you need to do, and doing that with no fear, not giving up or quitting, you're gonna persevere. You're gonna win. But since this is in the weakness spot, you're not doing that. You just gave up. Like, why are you giving up? It's like you quit. You know what I'm saying? Don't you want to reach your goal? The desire that you want? You're not studying. You're not trying to expand yourself mentally. It's more of like you're just fighting yourself mentally. Expand it. So go for deeper knowledge. Get that higher knowing going, because that's what's going to lead you out. I promise you it will. I promise you it will. Like they say in Hosea 4:6 in the Bible, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. There you go. You need that knowledge. And then when you have that knowledge, apply it so you can get the wisdom. And once that wisdom there, boy, you understand why shit had to be what it had to be. So next, let's go to the guidance. How do we get up out of this? How? You better know how to get up out of this guidance. You know what I'm saying? But this is the guidance card nonetheless. And we got number 18. We dealing with the emotions. You see her right here crying. The words that he spoke got her crying. So we got 18 right here. 18 being 9. So this is completion. You know what I'm saying? So, emotions. Somebody probably too deep in them. You know what I'm saying? Just got to get up out of that. This is you putting your heart into whatever it is that you do or what you're trying to accomplish. Because the moment you don't have your heart in this shit, you're setting yourself up for failure. You know what I'm saying? So wherever your heart is at, that's what you need to be following. That's going to be your guidance up out of this mindset of you fighting and being in this terror and conflict in your mind, Libra. It's like, y'all are like the most overthinking zodiac sign. Like with the readings that I've been doing for y'all for the past year since I've been starting this channel, it's just been a lot of mental torment, and that is not what's up. I know y'all over relationships in the zodiac, but damn, y'all need to put them shits the fuck down because they be having your fucking head gone out your way. You know what I'm saying? So this is why you need to follow your heart. Stop doing what just pops in your head. You need to actually understand what you are really feeling. Where that heart is. This will. What is your will? The overall. Because that's where you need to find that will, because that will leads you towards your desire. That desire is in your heart. That's your guidance. You need to find that. You know? Because if it's not a heartfelt type of situation where your heart is leading you, or you follow where your heart wants you to be, which some say your heart is really your higher self, you know what I'm saying, that hot chakra energy, then you're allowing the ego to fuck with you in your head through your thoughts with thought forms. Let that shit go. Don't let the ego win, because it's the ego winning. That being that y'all want to call the devil and shit, yeah, that ain't no physical devil. It's the fucking ego. And we all have them. You got to learn how to subdue that motherfucker so you can get out. But that's your answer. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. What's your desire? Follow that shit. Follow your heart and your desires in this case. So next, let's go to the animal messages so we can get you your last advice and get you on up out of here, Libra. So you can stop thinking about this shit and just follow your heart. What's been your desire in you this whole time, or for a while now? Alright, let's get one more shuffle in now. Let's see what last message we have for you, what Divine has for you. And we have for your card the water buffalo. It's your overall energy, the raven. So listen to your intuition to receive a message from the world of spirit. Your intuition ain't your head. I'm gonna tell you that. Your intuition is more of that desire that is masking itself in desire. Your heart felt what your heart is feeling. Say it again. Listen to your intuition to receive a message from the world of spirit. Can't make this shit up. But y'all got a water buffalo. And it say, face life head on with courage and reclaim the brave spirit within you. Face life head on with courage and reclaim the brave spirit within you. So, bam. We go ahead and give y'all the whole totality of that card so y'all can understand and apply if you haven't already got it. The buffalo, the buffalo to the beat. So let's get it. Water buffalo swims placidly through India's sacred waters, cooling her uncomfortable, rich brown body and longingly wallowing in thick mud, but her Pacific, man, these words, boy, they be being extra. Maternal external belies a wild temptress nature. She faces life head on and on great crescent horns tosses enemies determinedly behind her. Tragedy and failure are intrinsic to life, but sometimes we are cowed by events, unable to move forward. Mighty Buffalo is the brave spirit within your soul waiting to be reclaimed. Take your courage in both hands and dare to be. So there you go. Life comes with its bullshit. Don't get stuck and waddle in the bullshit, which would be the mud for this water buffalo. Get the fuck up out the mud. Toss back whatever you need to get the fuck out your way. You know, no pity parties. No pity parties. You know what you need to do, Libra? Follow your heart. That desire, that will that's being brought up in you to, it's saying do this, but you keep on ignoring it. Do that shit. Come on now. But this has been your read, Libra. Stay out that headspace and follow your heart. I'll catch y'all either in the ecstasy room, which I would say that's the last thing y'all need to be thinking about. But you know, either I'm gonna catch y'all there for those that this reading applies to, or I'm gonna catch y'all next month in April with the soul read. Hopefully it be different. But I'll catch y'all later. Follow your heart.